Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's John Nukem here, and welcome to Microtown. This is a brand new game. It actually just got released today. It's the 30th of August, 2019. Rudy over from Snowy Ash Games actually sent me this, so thank you very much, Rudy, for sending this over so I could check it out. He wanted me to just give my thoughts and feelings on it. So, with that being said, this game is still in early access, as you can see down here. It's in version 0.1.2 as of right now. It's kind of like a 8-bit, if you will, 8-bit or 4-bit, I don't know, management game where you design and build a tiny town, Microtown, and you have one goal. And we'll kind of get into it here. So there are two different things that are available right now. There's a sandbox mode, which is just free build however you want, and there's a monument construction. We're going to do monument construction. We'll put it up to large. We do have starter text. Yeah, let's do starter text. That's fine. And then we are going to run the tutorial around here just so you guys can see what's going on. I have about 2 hours sunk into this game. This was one of those games that when I started, I was like, oh, okay, I have a very good grasp of what this game is. And I was like, I'll play it for a little bit, and then I'm going to do a video on it just so I kind of have an idea. And eventually, about an hour and a half later, I was like, this game's really kind of sucks in. So you can see our little people that are floating here, and we're going to really just run through the tutorial. Welcome to Microtown. These tutorial messages will get you started with your village. Click continue below to proceed. First step is to provide the village with a steady supply of planks and stone slabs, as you can see represented by those little icons right there. These are needed for building construction. Let's start with a lumberjack. Click on the resources building tab, and then the lumberjack building button. Click and roll to place the construction site in your tree. So, click here. We're going to click some lumberjack. Now, that radius that's right there, that is their operational radius as far as where they can pull stuff from. That's very, very important. You want to know that for later on. Okay, so we're going to wait for it to be constructed. These are our little villages right here. They're going to go over to our basic supply silos, which are over here. They're going to haul everything over so you can carry in the planks. It's pretty sweet, actually. And they're going to march over here and drop the stuff off. So you can see right down here, 3 for use. Need some stone slabs as well. These right here are silos. These are granaries. So that's stored tomatoes and stored carrots. You can see, you can change which ones I want stored where. Which is kind of cool. And then we have town hall, which will kind of, I don't know if the town hall actually does that much. And again, we're still in very early access, so there should be coming out with plans for it later. All right, a lumberjack chops trees down into logs. However, logs still have to be cut into planks at a sawmill. Construct a sawmill. So right here, let me see. So, having learned in the past, I'm gonna put this. I mean, we can put it right here. It's not gonna hurt anything, actually. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna put that here. Now, we need to put some of these sawhorses up. They need an auxiliary sawhorse. Select the sawmill and construct a sawhorse. Has to be in range of the sawmill. So we're actually gonna do this. I'm gonna run the road, I think, right here. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and 3 right there. And we'll get in there into building roads and stuff like that. You can only build dirt roads as of right now, and we'll talk about what they do and all that stuff. So we can hold tab to speed up the world. So we're going to speed everything up just a little bit, which is awesome. That's funny. I missed that last time. Oh, we also need to assign more people to work here too. Sweet. We're going to have 3 people working here because planks is something you're going to run out of. All right, the other primary resource comes from stone. That can be mined from rock tiles. Rock tiles. Construct a quarry building next to some rocks. So, rocks are those. I did not realize that the first time I played this. So, not this, those. This one is actually not too bad. I mean, it's a little ways away. My other one was really far. That is not. Right there. So, we're going to come down here. We're going to build a quarry, and we'll build it right here. Okay, and we're going to have them build, let's just say, 3 slots right now. That's fine. So, and then once that's done, we're going to construct a mason. So, as these get carried up this way, because again, we're going to put a road down. So, as they get carried up, we're going to have them cut into slabs, which we'll do right here. That's fine. Now, masons, you actually want to build a couple of these because masons, unlike when you're running a sawmill, where you can have 3 people employed there at one time and each one working on a sawhorse. This is only one dude who stands there and cuts these into stone slabs. So to make sure that we don't have any issues there, we're actually going to build a couple more of those. I'm going to see if it'll let me do this. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. So, oh, come on, there we go. It's going to be a weird road because of the way it's laid out, but it will speed everything up. Perfect. There we go. Sweet. All right. They're going to dig that. We're going to come back here. Mason. Build another one. Cool. All right. So now the village has a steady supply of construction materials. We should establish food production. Mouse over the food information to see what's going on. So you can see how much we're consuming is 1.4 a minute, what we have storage space for, and what we have available. Okay. So a basic food supplier is a gardener, where simple food items like tomatoes and carrots can be grown. Construct a garden. Like I said, our whole goal right now is to actually construct this thing called a monument, and we might be able to kind of see where it's at today. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm actually super okay with putting this like right there. And then just like on the other, like on the sawmill, we're gonna go ahead and create some auxiliary stuff. So we have garden plots for carrots and garden plots for tomatoes. Now we're gonna just do 3. That's no. Okay, right there, that's fine. This one actually with 6, I think you need 2. I kind of was messing around with the numbers the other day. We're gonna leave it at 2. Yeah, they're still waiting on stuff to be cut down. Lumberjack's waiting on stuff. See, we're almost. I mean, we're clearing some stuff out for trees. Okay, wait until the gardener and garden plots are built. A worker will begin working in the gardening and harvesting produce. We're going to speed everything up. I do like the way that the game looks. I love the music to it. It's very happy, very... I mean, I love the look of the feel that it gives you. I love the flower designs and everything that are out there. It is. I think this game's got... It's going to have capability to do things, to be something cool. I really do. I'm not saying it's not cool now, because I definitely... I got sucked into this. But it's definitely very interesting. So do we have any planks stored up? I can actually see if I do. Stone slabs. Yeah, see? Nothing stored? Yes. It's because there's not enough planks. And we're going to get into housing here, too, so... Come on, let's cut the planks, guys. Help me out. So, let me see what else we can do. So, not only do we get stone from here, by the way, we're going to get... oh, excellent. The villagers don't have enough food to continue expanding the village. Perfect. Okay, the village population can only grow if there's enough housing. Mouse over the population information. Label at the top of the screen to see how much housing is provided. So you can see here, we've got 16 slots from a town hall. We're going to build a house. I think we're going to do housing, because, to be perfectly honest, housing doesn't really do anything. We're going to provide housing down here. So we're going to speed this up. So I'm going to let this run for a second. Yeah, so this is how we're going to do some housing. We're going to get it going. We should build it. I might stretch off that. That might make some sense. Not. So, get some more people in. I think it's, 6. Increases the population limit by 6 to allow new villagers to gradually move in. New villagers will now be arriving at the town hall and begin working on any available tasks. It's actually pretty fast the way they move in. As the village grows, villagers can discover new technologies. Mouse over the knowledge information label at the top of the screen to see available research options. Points. We got 0. Okay, so we need to claim a total of 10. So the primary way to gather knowledge is for the villagers to complete goals. These goals appear and unlock as the game progresses. You can mouse over the individual goals to learn more about the requirements. Once they are fulfilled, you can claim the points. Claim a total of 10 knowledge points. So obviously we've got that one right there, and we've got that one right there. Sweet. The villagers have learned enough knowledge from their work to discover something new. Open the knowledge window, research window, via the bottom of the right-hand panel. All right, so up here. They want us to do farming. So pretty much you need to get up to here. Whoa, excuse me. It's been one of those days. So you're going to have one of those things where you're going to get all the way up to here for monument construction and go ahead and finish the monument, complete the game. I actually made it. I had most of these unlocked. I didn't get all the way up to that far, but I had have unlocked. I just didn't have it built. So, farming unlocks farms and allows building crop fields to farm produce such as potatoes and other future crops. Bam. Okay. So, this concludes the introductory tutorial for Microtown. Remember that you can mouse over most stuff to learn the game, or in the game to learn about what it does. So, and obviously the most important part, have fun. So we're going to actually build some stuff here real quick. Let's go ahead and build a farm. Farms, you do need some space. It's not this big operational space that you see there. Do not be fooled. It is not that. We are, however, from past experience, we're going to do something kind of smart. Okay. Alright, so, and obviously provide housing, so we're going to knock out, see if we can get 2 more houses just ready to go. Perfect. Alright, so that'll complete that mission right there. We need to get a farm and get some potatoes coming in. Now, in order for it to count, you need to start building different things. So we need to build a grain silo right there. This grain silo, we're going to designate to store potatoes. I'm going to try to run the game, speed it up just a little bit. One thing is that you do immediately, or almost immediately, have a negative supply of planks. You run out. There's a little bit of a balancing issue there, I think. Whereas you don't unlock forestry, where I can start replanting trees and things like that quick enough. I mean, it's anybody's fault. I just don't know if I necessarily agree with how that's set. See, like right here, I'm out already, like I was talking about. I'm actually going to bump this up to 2. And we're going to move your operational range to right there. And I actually, you know what? Let's get 3. I'm okay with that. And let's bring this one down to 2. Alright, let them. They're cutting those down. Taking them over here. Got some more guys employed over there. Sweet. Right. Perfect. Okay, let's get, we are going to need a well. That's for, or that's a market square, I'm sorry. That's for happiness. Happiness doesn't really have an effective bonus, if you will. It's supposed to. I can't get it to come up. Oh. I thought I figured that out like that. Okay, I thought I could click up here and get the happiness meter to come up. I guess not. Oh, provide housing. 10, sweet. That's it, we'll figure it out. So, let's go ahead, we're going to put the farm, and we're going to build it right there. We're also going to put a road up and start getting ready to expand up this way. Yep, just like that. We'll actually connect these 2 roads right there. I can actually put a market square in there and put some stalls in to increase happiness. It just takes an ungodly amount of resources. 4 plank and 2 stone slabs at this time, which is kind of a little resource heavy for us, to be honest. Alright, so as far as researching goes, alright, forestry, we need forestry right now. Alright, so we have an arborist and a forester, so we're going to put an arborist in, and we're going to have them start working. You can put that right there, and then we're going to have them put in the forester. And I'm going to have that one go right there. 3 of you, and I'm actually going to have you put your operational zone right there as well. Alright. You need separate beds to start growing plants, or trees. Okay, this should be good. They only, these little, the tree nurseries, they only grow 1 sapling at a time. So, like I said, I think I'm 6 or 7 down just because once there's a little bit of labor required. So you can see right there, a little bit of labor, and then it just takes time for them to grow. So they're going to get them all built, and trees will start growing. Then our guys that are stationed here as our foresters will start taking them out and moving these trees and getting them planted back there. Okay, you do not have anything. So we're going to start building potato fields. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, another thing I noticed. Make sure that a road runs adjacent to these buildings. Can you theoretically run them all the way around and they will run? Yes. However, your little builder guys will not, or your guys that are going to carry stuff, your laborers will not be able to get right up next to the house and move the resource that they produce, and they'll stack up. You kind of see it form right here, and they won't be able to go anywhere. So again, if you're playing this game, make sure you leave at least one side up to the road. recommend that. But you see why this is one of those games that feels like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you just get sucked into it. Yeah, I thoroughly do enjoy this game. Definitely a good time. Working on Forester. Actually, Forester, I'm gonna take one of these out. Still working. I didn't know about the fast forward function. I played it all at the same speed, to be honest. Okay, so we're working there. We're working there. I need planks. You know what I'm saying? I need so many planks. Forestry replanting. Legitimately what it works best is once this comes up to speed, is you just have the Forester and the Lumberjack zones on the same exact spot pretty much. I think the Forester is slightly smaller, but you have them almost the same spot, and they're just, as they're cutting them, you're just replenishing trees. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we got that done. We can claim 20 for gathering vegetables. Sweet. So we can do mining, where you can start getting coal and iron ore, which is kind of important. Beekeeping and herding, yes, it's important, not super. So we're gonna actually start right there, and these are actually just an add-on, which is pretty sweet. So you just go like, let me see how I do this. Oops. So these are coal right here. So do 1, 2, 3, and then do iron. 1, 2, 3. And there's no, as of right now, there's no like specific like spot you have to put them on here. No matter whatever you build the mine there, it will find it. So it's not like this area is only going to find coal and this area is only going to find iron. You just put whatever you need, and it kind of goes from there. So I do, as far as early access, I understand that I do like that feature right now, because once you're really just trying to get the game off the ground and get people a good basic grasp, I think that's important. Replant trees. Sweet. We got 30. So I'm actually going to do smelting, I think, because I can start making tools, which tools make people work faster, increases productivity. Yes. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to come right over here and believe it's under the craft buildings. Yeah, smeltery and a smith. So smeltery smelts iron ore using coal into iron ingots at nearby furnaces. And then smith crafts iron ingots using coal into tools or swords. Swords and that kind of stuff is not unlocked yet, so I assume there's going to be some kind of a combat related, maybe like a Settlers Gold Edition kind of feel to it from back in the day, if anybody remembers that. But we're going to start with what we got. So we're going to put this right there, one of these right there. So this is the same thing. So smeltery only has one person running it. So you can run multiple, so we're actually going to run 3. Okay. And then a smith, you can have 3 people at a time forging tools. So you provide tools, mine ores. We're already doing good on that one. Farming on the potatoes. Potatoes just take time. See those like work, and then it has to sit there for 120 seconds, and then work, and then you get a potato. So your potato. All right, so that's good there. That's good there. You're making stones. Happiness is at -1. That's okay. Life sucks. It is. I understand. Market square. So right there. So with the market square, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some like shopping stall things. That's an add-on that goes on there. Auxiliary, excuse me. So right there, and it gives everyone you build gives a +1 for happiness. We'll build 2 right now. So like you can probably imagine, again, I just demanded a metric ton of planks. So it's going to get a little crazy. One of these 2. So I did find one game bug. So Rudy, if you are listening, I will show you this one I need. So I'm going to build this one right here. Another warehouse to change over. And I'm going to put it on tools. That's what I want to be stored. Now, let's see if it does it. So 3 options here are planks, stone slabs, and tools, right? Oh, it's not doing it yet. Okay, somewhere in the game, one of these will change to a tool on a granary, and you can't get rid of it. I'm not sure why it happens. It just does. So, Rudy, there you go. If you see that, man. Just a heads up. These are all developed and good. They are not working it right now. You can see because there's a ton of coal that's just sitting there, so nobody's moving anywhere, which is kind of a problem. So, like I said, this is pretty much the general gist of Microtown in its early access form. So you go all the way up, keep meeting these requirements over here, meeting these goals. Come over here to the research button, unlock, get all the way up to monument construction, and build a monument. If you think this is a good game that you might want to check out, like if this is your style, I would highly recommend it. I think this game's really cool. I really do. I think it's got a lot of potential to it. Again, I love the artwork, the interface that they have set up is coming along. I love that mystery button. See, that one's new. They just added that today. Thank you so much for adding that, by the way, because that was something I was asking about. So that's pretty sweet. So I can see total items, item report, inventory report, maybe. I should say inventory report. Item report. I mean, it means the same thing, but inventory report. And then they have a secret button. This one is a visual placeholder so that the HUD can be presented in a more complete state. What feature could this possibly hold? That's pretty sweet. I do like the little bit of humor behind it. So, this is Microtown, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you head on over to down at Steam. I'll have a link in the description of this video so you can go and check it out. We'll see where it's available on Steam. Again, thank you to Rudy from Snowy Ash Games for sending me this copy so I could check it out. I do greatly appreciate it. I highly recommend y'all give this game a shot. So, if you want to see more videos just like this, make sure you match the subscribe button on my channels and hit the notification bell so that we are alerted each and every time that we post a video, which is about 3 times a week, sometimes more. I would love to hear from each and every one of you. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, anything like that, go ahead and leave them down in the description of this video. Oh, autosave, which is while we crunch the numbers. Every time I see that, I'm like, it's going to explode. Go ahead and hit me up down in the comments below, or you can hit me up on my Twitter, which is a link to my Twitter is in the description of this video. All right, everybody, I hope you have a good one. Take care.